On the news tonight, President Buhari presents proposed 2021 budget of 13 trillion to the National Assembly. FCT Minister directs the opening of all schools within the territory from 11th October 2020. And traffic gridlock as members of proscribed Islamic movement of Nigeria protest at Use Bega. Hello and welcome to NTA Channel 5 News at 7. I am Miriam Emekamadi. President Muhammad Buhari presented the 2021 budget to the joint session of the National Assembly, which is estimated at 13.08 trillion naira. Rosemary Moteleng Bilal has details.
President Muhammad Buhari has presented 2021 estimated budget of 13.8 trillion naira to joint session of the National Assembly today.
The 2021 budget was prepared amidst a challenging global and domestic environment due to the persistent headwinds from the coronavirus pandemic. The resulting global economic recession, low oil prices, and heightened global economic uncertainty have had important implications for our economy.
While presenting the budget, President Buhari urged National Assembly to pass the budget in good time so as to achieve the desired purpose.
The 2021-2023 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper say dollars per barrel. B. Daily oil production estimate of 1.86 million barrels per day, inclusive of condensates of 300,000 to 400,000 barrels per day.
However, members expressed readiness for the speedy implementation of the budget. Rosemary Moteleng Bilal, NTA News.
Meanwhile, Amira Mohammed takes a look at the citizens' reactions and expectations towards the new budget presented by President Muhammadu Buhari.
Meanwhile, during the presentation of the 2021 budget by the citizens also expressed their expectations on how they think the budget should be implemented for a better development of the country.
Even without seeing the budget, there are areas we want the president to look at. Recently, the teachers celebrated World Teachers Day. It was wonderful when I listened to the broadcast, the promises of the president to them. There is no...
The heaven and earth will bear him witness that they have tried.
I am expecting that government should hearken to their demand so that we will have quality medical attention.
This health is very important. Education of our children is the key. It's even the number one, education. Because if you educate a child, that child will go far in life.
However, the National House of Assembly have showed readiness to put the presented budget to good use. Amira Muhammad, NTA News.
Muhammad Musa Bello has directed the reopening of all schools within the territory on Sunday 11th October for boarding students and Monday 12th October for day students. The minister made this disclosure while briefing the media in Abuja. Shuaibu Onozi Yakubu tells us more.
Following the directive by the Federal Ministry of Education that all states should work out modalities for safe reopening of schools and the guidelines by the 11th October for boarding students and Monday 12th October for day students.
I'm very pleased to say that based on the reality on ground as well as the input and advice of medical personnel and the guidance and guidelines of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, as well as the releases from the Federal Ministry of Education, we have come to the conclusion that for us to open up the schools in the FCT.
FCT Minister Muhammad Musa Bello also disclosed that the academic calendar will be adjusted to cover for the lockdown period, calling on parents and guardians to ensure their children comply with the safety measures stipulated by the NYD Committee.
The Committee on Reopening of Schools and the Department of Quality Assurance under the Education Secretariat will work together by undertaking regular evaluation of all schools in the FCT and embark on inspection and monitoring of schools to ensure strict compliance.
Top management staff of the FCT Education and Secretariat attended.
To develop a culture of paying more attention to the site, Serafina Okon-Umekwe in this special report explores the prospect of the bill proposed by Autometrics seeking to promote iBank in the country.
October 8 every year is set aside by the World Health Life to sensitize people on the need to pay more attention.
Glue itself is chemical that can damage your cornea. And what to the cornea, and unfortunately it gives with scar. It's a permanent scar. We live in a society whereby we don't have an eye bank.
Global statistics indicate that 2.2 billion people have some form of impairment, while 253 million people are completely blind. Ophthalmologists insist that this is preventable.
The program would not stand up on the bus and start selling some miracle eye drops. So it all goes down to awareness and education of the public. Let them understand that these people, and this is where the government also has to come in place.
Respondents maintain that upgrading existing health infrastructures, reviewing and instituting laws that tackles quackery and other health-related violations will go a long way in improving the overall status of healthcare delivery system in the homes. Kenneth Chukwumoka is a typical example of the many cases of visually impaired victims. His lingering battle with eyesight has given his loved ones a cause for concerns. Kenneth Chukwu's cognac has suffered damaging effects as a result of an accident he had a while back. Unfortunately, his decision to patronize unorthodox modes of treatment has further aggravated his condition.
At about yesterday, the pain I went to get penicillin. Before sleeping, I applied it and slept. When waking up this morning, my eyes are swollen.
Medical experts cautioned that his condition may deteriorate if proper medical attention continues to elude him. There is no gainsaying that the eyes is the window to exploring and appreciating the aesthetics, beauty and wonders of the world. And when there is no sight, an individual loses the Okon-Umekwe. NT News.
Figures from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as of 7th October 2020 indicates 7 new cases of COVID-19 in the FCT, making the total number of confirmed cases to be 5,765, while active cases now stand at 467. 5,219 cases have been successfully treated and discharged, and sadly, 79 deaths have so far been recorded in the Federal Capital Territory. And on to security matters, there was a heavy traffic gridlock at Wuse and Bega roundabout as members of the proscribed Islamic movement of Nigeria were trying to converge for a protest. Tesomeri reports that security operatives were on alert to disperse them, while some were arrested.
The group, which came out in clusters at Wuse, Bega and Utako areas of the FCT simultaneously, were not given the chance to converge due to heavy security presence. Eyewitnesses who declined to speak on camera to NTA crew said the group were seen throwing stones at members of the Nigerian police force as they were dispersed with tear gas. However, some of the alleged cheered members, mostly teenagers who were trying to escape, were arrested by police officers who mounted surveillance at strategic locations. As at the time of filing this report, there was no comment yet, as the police were still on the lookout for the shared members trying to escape, while those arrested were taken to the FC command as well as divisional headquarters Wuse 2. In Abuja, Tessie Omeri, NTA News.
The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has paraded 19 suspected criminals who engaged in various crimes in their city. Parading the suspects, the Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations, Babaji Sunday, attributed the achievement to frequent patrols, raids, visibility of the police, and collaboration with sister security agencies in their city. Safia Norma Uche reports.
Among those paraded are kidnappers, armed robbers, one-chance robbers, those in possession of firearms, drug peddlers, and a fraudster.
We are 4 in number. They catch him because me I stay in Jua. Then I carry him come to that Jua where I stay, and I catch me there. Daniel was the one that of the gen of the woman. The woman husband now came out. As he came out, I want to hand the gen back. He now pointed a gun on his head.
The Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations FCT Command, Babaji Sunday, reiterated the police commitment in crime fighting and assured that the police is reviewing its strategies to ensure the safety of residents.
These strategies adopted, including patrols, raids, visibility, operations, collaboration with sister agencies, and partnership with key community stakeholders, would definitely nip crime in the bud within the FCT.
While commending the Inspector General of Police, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory for the unflinching support, DCP Babaji craved for the indulgence of well-meaning residents of the Federal Capital Territory to always promptly beckon on the police whenever they notice any suspicious movement. The suspects will be arraigned in court upon conclusion of investigation. Safia Norma Uche, NTA News.
I'm done. Really? Yes. Now so walk, you know the finish. I'm like a kilo day. Now so walk, you know the tire. Oh,
There's an easier way to get more data. Get more out of life with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now. Data is life.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
And on the sports scene, Brigadier General Abdullahi Mekano of the Nigerian Army has been elected as President of Organization of Military Sports in Africa. As new coach of the Super Falcons, Randy Waldrum confirms his full commitment to Nigeria. Details with Abdullahi Ajia.
Nigeria's Brigadier General Abdullahi Mekano yesterday in Yaoundé, Cameroon, was elected to head the Organization of Military Sports in Africa as president after defeating two other candidates from Algeria and Guinea. The Nigerian military officer and deputy director of sports at the defense headquarters came first with 66.67% of the votes, while General Omar Gueriche of Algeria got 19.05% to rematch second, and Brigadier General Biro Konde scored 14.29% in third position. Meanwhile, the American tactician Randy Waldrum, who was appointed as head coach of the Super Falcons on Tuesday to replace Thomas Tanabe, says he is fully focused on contributing to the success of the African champions at the global stage. This came as a result of concerns raised over his term of engagement with the University of Pittsburgh. The 64-year-old, who is no stranger to women's football on the global stage, is expected to bring his wealth of experience in the team's.
And that's the news in English. Translation is next. To stay safe.
Wait, you don't know, wait.
komai na iya ƙare maka, amma ba da lokacin magana.
Sorry, your call credit is exhausted and your call has been terminated.
Da tsarin Borrow Me Credit.
Kawo biyu, kada Allah ka kai kamun duran ruwa ma gaba ke duran bi.
Glow Unlimited.
Alabagi asida iga iki tukwa da ya Muhammadu Buhari ina ye wala aki atutun shi abamu shi bagbatu aye ko bale nge shi bace to shi bace gbanya ga aki agaluko via dudu ina ye ro inge nga abamu shi atutun shi babe bagi ajolo a atila a wace ata pasite imwa iki tukwa da waka ga agaluko ba ta gi sa na bai ba tubwa be ko ina ba kwa makiye shi agaluko ba ko do ba ngaoge tete shi tete ayo fayanu baba tubwanu mpepye na ba agodo tete kwa be na begi agmada shi abi ekezi na ekwen abagukwa ya ladwi agodo lo litani wi abi ajazala ya baba shaibo ni yakubu wadaga minister gbadokun bala bazza shi fi adudu na ba na bi nya sanu kweta ko wa ba ba wi nya sai bagbatu na ba agodo na nya muti na ba ya bi batakma fun anabaja jesi daiga mato zoko bega zoko ashege ba zoko tabe yawa ina yantiga salaji na tu bagbatu na ibaga shi azin baba shi ba yeshi ina ba godu ba kuma taye munagi tese omere wadai inga abusi bida na gwamnati atete shi azaguya ba taye inga ba godu tetin kwa azaha shawu azaha labusi ba goda bosi bi ba ga gazazalo bugba shi fintiga gwamnati ta kwaye ga bani kwai ko ba zazaha ma gbaji anabayi kuzo ibaja da wasu shakwasi
Yawa masu kallo da sauraron mu assalamu alaikum barkanmu da warhaka a takaice kamar yadda aka saba ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaran yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Shugaban kasa Muhammadu Buhari ya gabatar da kasafin kudin kasa na shekara ta 2021 ga majalisar dokokin kasa. Shugaba Muhammadu Buhari ya buƙaci majalisar da ta hanzar ta sa hannu a kasafin domin a samu damar yi wa 'yan ƙasa aikin ci gaban rayuwarsu da shi. Sannan ya ce gwamnatinsa ya ta ci gaba da aiki tukuru domin ta samarwa da 'yan ƙasa gobe mai kyau ga rayuwarsu. A ɗaya ɓangaren 'yan majalisar dokokin sun bayyana shirinsu na ba da haɗin kai da rantaba. Wakilin Shaibu Onoze Yakubu ya kawo mana rahoto cewa ministan Abuja Muhammad Musa Bello ya ba da umarnin buɗe makarantun sakandaren Abuja, inda ya ce makarantun kwana za su koma aiki a ranar Lahadi 11 ga watan Oktoba, sannan na je ka dawo ranar Litinin 12 ga watan Oktoba. Ministan ya bayyana haka ne a wani taro da ya yi da manema labarai a nan birnin Abuja. An samu cunkoson ababen hawa a shataletalen unguwar Usai da Bega Alhamis a sanadiyar yunkurin zanga-zanga da 'yan shi'a suka yi. Wakiliyarmu Tesi Omeri ta haɗo mana rahoto cewa sai da jami'an tsaro suka tarwatsa su suka kuma kama wasu, sannan matafiya aiki da sauran harkokin yau da kullum suka sami damar wucewa. To duka ƙarshen labaran.
Oge eruokwala ọzọ n'oge akụkọ ụwa ọkọ bụ m Chisom Sonimwe Okafọ. N'akụkọ nke abalị a, onyeisi ala anyị Muhammadu Buhari nọrọ n'ụbọchị taa bunye ndị omeiwu ukwu ala anyị usoro atụmatụ ego maka afọ 2021 dị $1,313.8. Onye ọrụ anyị Rosemary Murtala Mbila webatara anyị akụkọ na n'oge ọ na-ebunye atụmatụ ego a, onye ọchị na-elekọta gọọmenti obodo a bụ FCT Muhammad Musa Bello nye na ntụziaka ka ụlọ akwụkwọ ndị ụmụakwụkwọ na-ebi meghe n'ụbọchị 11 bụ ụbọchị mbụ 11 n'ime ọnwa, ebe ndị nke a na-aga kwa ụbọchị ga-amalite n'abalị 12 nke ọnwa iji gaa n'ihu n'usoro agụmakwụkwọ ha. Onye ọrụ anyị Shaibu Onoze Yakubu batara anyị akụkọ na onye ọchịchị a mere ka amata nke a n'oge ọ na-agwa ndị nta akụkọ okwu n'obodo a, ebe o kwuru na a ga-eme usoro agụmakwụkwọ na taamụ ọbụla iji nye aka maka oge ndị a nọrọ nje ọrịa korona. enwere oke kpachikpachi n'okporo ụzọ bụ nke mere na ụgbọala na ndị mmadụ enweghị ike ịgafe n'ụzọ o kwesịrị na ogige ahịa nke Wuse na ụzọ a na-agba gburugburu na Bega na ụtụtụ taa bụ abalị 4 n'izu ụka n'oge ndị otu okpukpe Islam amachiri amachi n'ala anyị kpọrọ n'okwu bekee Islamic Movement of Nigeria na-achọ obodo akọ anyị n'ọnụ. Ndewo.
Aláṣẹ ìlú Àbújá Muhammadu Musa Bello ti pa á láṣẹ wípé kí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lórígun mẹ́rin ìlú Àbújá tó ń gbé ọgbà ilé ẹ̀kọ́ padà ní ọjọ́ 11 oṣù yìí nígbàtí àwọn akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó ń ti ilé lọ sí ilé ẹ̀kọ́ padà sẹ́nu ètò ẹ̀kọ́ ní ọjọ́ 12 oṣù yìí. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ṣùáìbù Ọ̀nàṣèyàkù ròyìn wípé aláṣẹ Bello gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún kalẹ̀ lásìkò tó ń gbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ fún àwọn oníròyìn ní ìlú Àbújá. Ó ṣe àfikún wípé wọ́n ń ṣe gbogbo lájú kí àlàfo má wà láàrin ètò ẹ̀kọ́ látàrí àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn tó fa ọwọ́ aago sẹ́yìn. Ó rọ àwọn òbí àti alágbàtọ́ wípé kí wọ́n rí wípé àwọn ọmọ tẹ̀lé àwọn ìlànà tí wọ́n fà kalẹ̀. Ìrìnnà ọkọ̀ ò lọ gẹ́rẹ́gẹ́ ní agbègbè Wuse àti ọ̀nà àgbàyípo ní agbègbè Bega ní òwúrọ̀ òní bí àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ kan tí kò lẹ́sẹ̀lẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè tí ìnagijẹ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Shiite ṣe ń darapọ̀ láti ṣe ìwọ́de. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Tẹ́sí Òmérì ìròyìn wípé àwọn agbófinró tí wọ́n ti gẹ̀gùn yíká ìlú gbìyànjú láti má fi àyè gba ìgbàkúgbà ṣùgbọ́n ọwọ́ ba díẹ̀ nínú wọn. Tó kì í dùn púpọ̀ ṣó ni ọbẹ̀ oge títí wòye ọ̀la òrùlé làásùn.